Everyone, I hope your week is off to a wonderful start. The opening verse of Sefer Vayikra, Vayikra el Moshe, Vayidaber Hashem elav me'ohel mo'ed. God called to Moshe, and he spoke, and God spoke to him, very repetitive, from the Ohel Moed, from the tent of meeting, saying the following. So, as I said a moment ago, it was a little bit wordy here. Just say Vayidaber Hashem el Moshe me'ohel mo'ed lemor. Why Vayikra Moshe? Vayidaber Hashem elav. Called to him, and he spoke to him. What do we learn from this? So, Rabbi Tanchuma opened and began his teaching the following way. Yesh zohav v'rav peninim uchli yikar siftei da'at. Quotes a pasuk from Mishlei, chapter 20. Gold is plentiful, jewels are abundant, but wise speech is a precious object. Okay? And he says, Benohag sheba'olam adam yesh lo zahav v'chesef, avanim tovot umar galiyot, v'chol klechemda sheba'olam. A person has gold or silver, and they have precious stones and pearls, and they have all sorts of precious vessels. Great. V'tova v'dat einba. But they don't have goodness or real wisdom and knowledge. So, ma keniya yeshlo. So what do they really have? If they don't have those things, what can they acquire? Ma keniya yeshlo. What kind of acquisition can they really have? So Matla says, Deya karnita mechasarta, Deya chasarta ma karnita. If you acquire knowledge and understanding, then what's really lacking? You're not lacking anything. And if you are lacking in knowledge and understand wisdom, what can you really truly acquire? Meaning, you can have all the precious metals in the world, you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have knowledge, wisdom, what can you really truly acquire in this world? It continues and says, Yesh Zahav, when the pasuk says in Mishlei that there is gold, Hakol heviu nidvatan la mishkan zahav. This is a reference to, this verse in Mishlei is referencing that everybody brought gold. Everybody found some gold they could donate to the Mishkan, to the tabernacle that was constructed. As it says in Shemot, V'zot ha-truma v'chule v'chule v'chule. This is the teruma that they gave, and gold was something that people gave. They had gold, they gave it. V'rav pinim, the pasuk says that there were jewels were abundant. Zo nidvatan, this shel nesiim. This is the voluntary offering of the nesiim, of the chiefs of each of the tribes. As it says, v'hanasim heviu v'chule v'chule. They were the ones who were bringing, according to this Midrash, the abundant jewels. Uchli yikar siftei da'at. What in the pasuk says that there, but wise speech is a precious object? What is that a reference to? Lefisha haita nafsho shel Moshe aguma alav. Moshe was distressed after all the Mishkan items were collected and constructed. He realized something. Amar hakol heviu nidvatan la Mishkan. Everybody else brought a donation. Here I was collecting. I was working hard on the collecting it. V'ani lo heveti. But I didn't give anything. So Amar lo HaKadosh Baruch Hu. God turns to Moshe and he says, Shediburcha chaviv alai yoter min hakol. Your speaking to me is better than anything else I've gotten. Shemikulan lo kara hadibur el Moshe. How do we know this? Vayikra el Moshe. How do we know that speaking to Moshe was something so beloved and so precious to God? Because he never calls anybody else, hey Moshe, I want to talk to you. Moshe, he says that. Vayikra el Moshe. He calls him. This is an expression that shows us the love and the connection that God and Moshe had. And it's true, Moshe didn't donate maybe any gold or silver according to this Midrash. But God understood that even more precious than the gold and the silver is the words that came out of Moshe's mouth. That's a beautiful Midrash. And I think the message just jumps right off the page here. We may be able to donate resources, and that's important, by the way. That was a mitzvah to construct the Mishkan, and it's vitally important for the Jewish community. But it doesn't mean that it absolves us of including our wisdom, of trying to acquire wisdom, and including our wisdom and our speech in those places, in the Mishkan. Right? Where did God speak to him from? From the Ohel Moed, the tent of meeting. And we, just like Moshe, need to understand that the most important thing we can give to our communal institutions, to our family, is our speech and how we conduct ourselves, the tova and the da'at, the goodness of who we are, to show people, to just to be kind, be nice, be wonderful to be around, and to be able to share wisdom with other people. If we can do that, then we can have successful relationships with everybody around us. Because sweetness in personality, it's greater than the gold, it's greater than the pearls, it's greater than the jewels. Those things are important too. But that is number one on the list. And even though Moshe felt distressed, God says, don't worry. I just like talking to you. You're pleasant to be around. That's how you make me feel really special and good. May we all succeed to be just like Moshe Rabbeinu in this and be able to create beautiful relationships just like Moshe and God had. Take care, everybody.